Hello, welcome to Vinum Populi. I'm Miguel Garza. This is Brigida. We are here sampling another fantastic wine from Italy again. So this particular wine that we have is called the Travaglini Gattinara.
Wow.
And do you know what area Gattinara is?
I actually do not know.
You do not. This is from Piemonte, which is in northern Italy. Piemonte was one of the first real major wine producing, legislated main wine producing areas in Italy. And it's kind of interesting. There's a big kind of difference between Old World and New World wines, is part of it being the naming. So a lot of New World wines, they name it after the varietal. So they call it like a Cabernet Sauvignon, or a Merlot, or a Zinfandel, or whatever. Whereas, say, in older world wines like French wines and here in Piemonte, rather than calling it after the varietal, they call it after the area. So like Pouilly-Fuset in France, or Bordeaux, Burgundy, you can have all those different types of things. Here in Piemonte, which actually this area used to be part of France, which is why it was established that way. And what they originally set out to do were to make wines that could compete with the Bordeaux and Burgundies of France, and this was hundreds of years ago. The indigenous varietal in this area is called Nebbiolo. Have you heard of that one?
No, I haven't.
Have you heard of maybe Barbaresco or Barolo?
Yes. Did we try some today with that?
We haven't tried any yet,
okay.
but those are the two main wines that come out of Piemonte. Those are the types of wines that you age 20, 30, 40 years.
Wow.
And very well structured. So all 100% Nebbiolo, but the two main areas are Barolo and Barbaresco. This Gattinara is actually a little north of that. So same varietal, and it produces very well-structured, balanced wines that take a little bit of time and are a little more complex. So if you want to take a sip on there.
It's a little bit tangy.
Tangy. It has some tannins to it. What do you notice when you look at the wine in the glass, the color of it?
It's a little bit lighter.
It is lighter. The reason for that being Nebbiolo is kind of a deceptive grape. You can taste on there that it's really heavy on the tannins and kind of rough on the finish. So it has a lot of that body and that structure, even though it's very light in the glass. A lot of times wines that are really dark and heavy looking in the glass tend to have more structure. But Nebbiolo, what's deceptive about it is the skin of the grape is very thin, and it doesn't have a lot of anthocyanins, which produce the color and the tannins in there. But this actually is a very tannic skin, so it gets a lot of that heaviness and structure, and that's what you need to be able to age a wine to last 20, 30 years, are those tannins and those acids in there to be able to create a lifespan that it can actually balance out. And this has it, even though it doesn't necessarily look like it. So looks can sometimes be deceiving.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.